This is the Bohemia X40 Cube, and not only is it better than I thought, I think it's going to suit a lot of people. Hi, I'm Gabriel. My family have been manufacturing, designing and selling stoves for 3 generations. And this channel has 2 sides: stove reviews and information, and mini films about successful people and their life-changing wisdom. Check them out and leave me a comment. You could also like and subscribe to see more. This stove's going to suit a lot of different people. It's really clean, it's smart and it's easy to use. And if you've got a tight fireplace, the range starts at just 367mm wide and only 504mm tall, so there's loads and loads of spaces it's going to fit into. They make a few versions of this stove. It starts with the X40 Cube, which is apparently the smallest eco-design stove currently made. They obviously make this one, the X40 Cube, and they also do a wide version too. Both the X40 and the X40 Wide can have side windows as well. They do a range of handle options, and all of them have the option for log stores. They've also just released a version with a cast iron door, which has a slightly different look but is essentially the same stove underneath. All of the models are described as multi-fuel, so they have a little grate and an ash pan, which makes clearing out a bit more convenient, but the design itself is all angled towards wood burning. They're all made from 5 and 8mm steel. For reference, the legal minimum, I believe, is 3mm, so they're very tough and built to last. There's no issues lighting this stove. As always, 2 small logs, or smallish, on the bottom, and some kindling, 1 fire lighter on the top. This stove is nicely controlled and it's really easy to use. Because it complies with all of these new emissions rules, it takes a lot of the guesswork out of the controls. Some stoves, if you've got a lot of control, you're unsure whether you've shut it down too much or not enough. But with this one, once it's up to temperature, I shut the bottom vent and close this one halfway, and that's how I'd run it for an evening. And if I wanted to go out for a few hours, I just simply close it the whole way and forget about it. And like that, 2 logs will burn for 4 hours very comfortably. You're best to use a glove with the main handle, but it's got a really nice sound and feel. This stove is 82.7% efficient. It's DEFRA approved and runs very clean. If you close all the vents, it will start to darken around the edges of the glass, but then open it up and get it hot and that picture window returns. We test stoves by getting them up to temperature and then putting a single net of logs on them and seeing how long they can maintain operating temperature. This stove did it for 8 to 9 hours, about 8.5, 9 hours, so performed really well and is again going to suit a lot of people. Before I started testing the Bohemia X40, what I was expecting was a very average stove, just a normal bog standard black box. It's obviously very toughly built. Stoves, when they heat up, tend to tick as the metal expands, but this hardly ticks at all, and when it does, it's very substantial, so you can tell it's well built. It's not going to suit somebody trying to run all day, all night, but I really enjoyed using it. It's so easy to use, and from a technical point of view, I came away thinking there really isn't much I can criticise.